let's see what's going on here. We have the three main cards: the Death card reversed, the Temperance upright, and the World reverse. For me, the feeling I have is like there are no changes in the situation. But is from above they are telling us to kind of keep calm, have patience, because sooner or later the circle is going to close and it's going to be an ending. But the changes are not yet here. Okay? Underneath we have those two cards. One is the Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Death. And I have a sensation that I have to take this spectrum with the surrounding energies, or what affects your feelings. And I have also, in addition, the King of Pentacles reverse and the Four of Swords reverse. What I see here is a changing. Is something is going to change. There is a Death card. Could be taken literally, or could be just a change that is going to take place in this panorama. Because those two people, those two individuals, seems to me very much alike in the way of thinking and in the way of behaving. So they are two equals. It could be daughter and son of this lady who was sick, or could be daughter and husband. They are equal, and they are, I believe, exhausted because of the situation. I believe they are very much affected monetary ways and monetary wise, and also emotionally. I think they cannot take it anymore. I feel like they feel that they are neglecting all the things, their own responsibilities. And I can see a change in the panorama right away. And what the approach here, because approach here we have the Strength and its reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles also reverse. So we have here someone is dependent of them, but it becomes kind of someone is expected to be taken care of, and it comes overspending. And this one, it is emotionally, financially drained. That's what I see. But what is quite spooky is, like we were talking right now, we have two Death cards here, and we are going to talk about death more here. We have the Four of Deniers and the Five of Swords. The Four of Deniers and the Four of Pentacles. We are talking money. We are talking death. Underneath it says Ananias and Sapphira. If you know about the Bible, if not, I'm just telling you. Ananias and Sapphira were in marriage, where it was a couple. This couple decided to follow to join the followers of Jesus, and they sold their properties, their houses, but they lie about the amount that they sold for, because the money was given. The idea was to give the money to the followers, and to the poor. And what is sincere, and here God put them to death. First the man, then the woman. And it wasn't because they lied to the man, to the group. They lied to God, and they were punished by this. So here we're talking about financial structure. Those people were put to death. And here we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is talking about the struggles, it's talking about battles, it's talking about fights. And underneath it says the death of the sons of Jerubbaal. But also, this person here is also known as Gideon. And it was the story here behind is like this guy had 70 kids with many wives. And that includes also, he also had, not includes, but he also had, with a concubine, he had another boy. And that one, Abimelech, decided, in order to reach the throne, decided to kill the 70 half-brothers after his father passed away. So, now you have a little bit of the panorama we're talking about here, okay? We're talking about death and money. That is all about. It's the truth and the integrity. But we'll see. Remember what we said. Someone is very dependent of you or in your circle and is already drained, is already having a very tough time. Let's say that he's quite sick and tired, and perhaps because of a message of someone is going to be, the truth is going to be known by everybody, guys. And it's someone who maybe they didn't think they were doing something, but that is going to be, the truth is going to be said about that. This is what there's going to be a communication that is going to put everything in its place, and the changes are going to take place. And here we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Someone who really needs a break is because they are tired mentally and physically. They are overloaded. They are they are really with difficulties about the project and about the money spent. Because here what we have here is the King of Cups, and it's reverse. That is talking about someone who among other things, maybe saying in self-pity mode, like, poor me, I had to pay for everything, what I'm going to do. There is kind of, he is emotionally blocked with the circumstances. He cannot handle anymore. It could be his heart is hardened, because enough is enough. Because there is more, his inclination now is more the monetary expenditure than the emotional one. And here we have the Earth Queen and the Death card. And it's talking about the floating cat reverse. That is like the Hangman reverse. Again, comes to my mind that if it was a bride, we were talking to have patience, but there is no more patience anymore. And there is a halo around here, like hypocrisy and victim mentality. Again, it's like she is playing that game too and say, look at me, I'm the best of all, look what I'm doing, look how much I'm paying, etc., etc. But let's continue, because we had the Death, the Temperance, and the World. As we said before, there is a feeling, okay? There's a feeling here with the bottom of the deck about the Eight of Cups, like someone is clinging there, is hanging there. It's like it's refusing to letting go. In some way, somehow, I have a feeling that this is the person who is sick. I had that feeling, and he's hanging there in life as much as he can, she can, because she wants that. But it's a question of time. But meanwhile, she's there. And they are prolonging the situation that is very painful, not just emotionally, but also financially. And we come back to this situation. Remember, we said the four of deniers, Ananias and Sapphira, put to death by God because they lie about their finances. The Five of Swords, constant fight, struggles, battles, and the death of 70 people because of the greedy, because they were disobedience, because they lie, and they were against God, nature, who is the only one who can say when and how. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is a Solomon. For me, emperors are more than kings. And it's like a god on earth. Sometimes I identify this with God. When it comes like, in this specific deck, I identify that. So I have to be very clear in what I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know if the people who is paying for the treatment are going to say bye-bye to the treatment. We cannot afford it anymore. That could be one reason. And they are going to decide to let the nature decide about the time for this person to pass, if that is the case. Or the other thing is going to come conflicts because they cannot afford to pay more, and they're going to tell to the rest of the family. Or that because whatever happened in life to those two people, they have some sort of they lose their lives, let's say that. Okay, guys, those are the things, the drastic things. That's not apply, of course, to everybody, and that is too drastic. But it's too strong, the presence of death here and related to money, okay? And here we have the two runes. One is weird, and weird has nothing on it. And it talks about the unknown, and it tells about karma too. And what also people... Also, they say the God willing. It's something that we don't know what is going to happen. But it's going to put everybody in their place. And here we have Thurisad. Thurisad always talks about being powerful and heart protection. So, this is not a reading to scare anybody. Just I believe it's a reading to keep in mind, or no, the most important thing is the truth, the integrity. If you say that you're going to do something, be honest and do something. This is the Emperor also is a number 4, and it requires also to think logically, and to put a stability in your life. And if you are the leader here, you have to set some limits. Do it, but go with truth. If you cannot afford more treatment, let them know to everybody, but don't lie, because it doesn't put you in a good position. Not towards your friends, not towards your family, not towards God. So do as much as you can for help that person who needs your help. And always act from heart, from love. It's a complicated reading. It is. But the main thing here in the center of everything is keep calm. Keep calm. And be honest and tell the truth. Don't be an hypocrite. Don't use this against others. Or our is already written, whatever it is. And if you believe in God, you have nothing to fear.